Good morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, wherever and whenever you may be watching. Thanks for clicking. Today, you're going to be talking about a fragrance that was sent to me for review, but rest assured, all opinions are my own. And the fragrance we're going to be talking about today is 472 by FM World. And it is a clone of a very popular niche fragrance, Creed Aventus. Let me be the first to say, guys, I know there are so many Creed Aventus clones. I've tried about 5 or 6 of them myself. I also own Creed Aventus, so I've got a good idea of what makes a good and a bad clone, what it should be smelling like, and I think this one is worth talking about. Just before I get into the presentation and the price point, I do want to mention, I said about other clones that I've smelled. Personally, if you look online, a lot of people say Club de Nuit Intense Man is the closest clone to Aventus. I personally didn't find that. I thought it smelled quite rubbery and very lemony. The one that I found was very close was Vibrant Leather by Zara. So bear that in mind. Again, let's go into the presentation. The box, there's nothing much doing about the box, but it doesn't indicate how cheap this fragrance is. I said about the price, this is £16.90 for 50ml. Very good price. It's on par, it's kind of similar sort of ballpark to Vibrant Leather, but in my opinion, the presentation is better than the Zara fragrance. It comes in this sleek cylindrical bottle, quite similar to the sort of Dior Sauvage. And also, let's talk about this sprayer. This is one of the best sprayers that I've seen on a fragrance this cheap. It is, I don't know if it comes across, a pressurized sprayer. Ooh, that smells good. Pressurized sprayer, so you can control how much you want. If you want a little, spray a little. If you want a lot, push it all the way down, you get a big mist. So getting into the fragrance, how it compares to Creed Aventus and the other clones, just going to spray a fresh spray. As I said, I can already smell it in the air. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's zingy. It is reminiscent of Creed Aventus. For me personally, I don't, perhaps the pineapple isn't quite as present as in Creed Aventus off the top, but if you look at the note breakdown for 472, pineapple actually features in the mid of this fragrance, whereas I believe with Aventus, pineapple is at the top. At the top of this one, you've got lime, blackcurrant, and bergamot. That lime giving it that sharp edge, and the blackcurrant and the bergamot giving it that fruitiness as well. So yeah, in the opening of this fragrance, you just met with this fresh, invigorating smell, which is reminiscent of Creed Aventus. I sprayed it for my girlfriend and her sister and her mum. All three of them liked it a lot. They did, the sister did pick up on the pineapple. She said there's something sweet going on. I said there's pineapple listed. She said that is it. She also picked up, she thought, on a lavender note going on. Now if you look at the mid notes of this fragrance, you've got apple, pineapple, rosemary and elemi, I want to say. There's no lavender listed, but my opinion is that rosemary is given off, I wouldn't call it a herbal fragrance, but Creed Aventus is known for having that fresh and masculine appeal, and I think the rosemary in this is adding that just a touch of that sort of old school fougere, which gives it that manly edge. In Creed Aventus, there's birch tar, which adds that smoky vibe, that's what gives it its masculine edge, whereas in this, I think it's that rosemary in the mid, and then in the base, you've got musks and cedar. I have sprayed this fragrance a fair few times. I've got it on this hand, sprayed it about 3 hours ago, just for the dry down. That freshness is always there, but don't write this off as just a freshy unisex fragrance. As I said, it's got that masculine edge. The freshness remains, but the cedars and that rosemary and the slightly more barbershoppy feel to it, that does come through a little bit more as the fragrance progresses. As I said, it doesn't have that smoke vibe that old Aventus clones go for, or old Aventus batches. Aventus, you know, throughout the years, it's been going 10 years, and as to my knowledge, the older versions were heavy on the smoke, and the newer versions are going off in that fruitier, fresher direction. This fragrance definitely falls inside with the later batches of Aventus, that fruitier, more invigorating smell. Just to quickly touch upon the longevity and performance, I find this does bounce off the skin for the first hour, maybe 2 hours, but then, you know, when you're looking at that sort of 3-4 hour mark, it does seem to die down, becomes more of a skin scent. That's, I suppose, where the biggest difference is between clones and Creed Aventus. Aventus just seems to keep on going, but as I said, put it into perspective. 50 mils of this is £16.90. 50 mils of Aventus is £185. so you can afford to spray a bit more of this, whereas you may be a bit more cautious with Aventus. In summary, guys, hand on heart, this is one of the better, if not the best clone of Aventus that I've personally smelled. It's definitely better than Vibrant Leather by Zara, which was my previous top clone, and the presentation, as I said, just once again, that sprayer beats Zara's hands down. If you want to gain nose on this, I'll leave it in the description where to get it. If you want to use the code NOSECANDY, you'll get 15% off. Let me know if any of you guys have tried this one before. I'm thinking about doing a UK giveaway as well on my Instagram, try and leave that somewhere. But if you've tried any FM fragrances, if you tried this one, let me know in the comments below how you think it compares to Aventus. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.